Okay. Now, when I got started in Royalq, me personally, that was 2021. I just want to get my camera on right now. All right, I hope now I'm loud and clear. If you can hear me and see me, give me one in the chat. If you can hear me and see me, give me one in the chat. All right, so let's get into our training for today. When I was invited to Royalq, that was the year of 2021. Why did I decide to take this as a business? It is true, I was suffering financially, which maybe so many people, anybody can suffer financially. It was true that I had no dependable job by then, but anybody can decide to, don't worry, the meeting is already streaming live onto our YouTube channel, but anybody can decide not to have a dependable job. Although it was COVID-19, it was not easy for me to decide to take this as a serious business, but something changed my mindset. I want to share with you a story. How many of you have listened to the story of Sizi? How many of you have listened to the story of Sizi? If you have here and you have been able to read the story of Sizi, could you give me one in the chat? If you are here and you have read the story of Sizi, the CEO of Binance, the first CEO of Binance. If you have read the story of Sizi, give me some answer in the chat. If you have done so, give me some one in the chat. Those who don't know about the story of Sizi, Sizi was the guy who started Binance. And I want to share with you that this guy, the one who started Binance, he was a good guy. But how did he start Binance? He started Binance after he was playing poker with his friends. He was playing poker with his friends. And these friends of his that he was playing poker, one of the friends told him that there was a certain thing called Bitcoin. And this thing called Bitcoin, was one of the things that looked to be more lucrative. Okay, paying good. So he decided to sell his building. He read the white paper of Bitcoin, decided to sell his building, and he invested $1 million to start up an exchange called Binance. And when I read this guy's story, I discovered that if I want to stay in crypto for a very long time, I need to provide either a service or sell something related to cryptocurrency. I don't know if I'm making sense to someone. If I want to make it big time in crypto, I need to have either sell a service or sell anything in crypto to make it big time. I don't need to just be a consumer in cryptocurrency. I discovered that I may not have enough resources to create my own cryptocurrency, but if I could provide a service to as many people as possible, and whenever these people use that service, I get paid, I would change my life. So, having read that story, I made a personal decision to take Royalq as a business. You know, there is a difference between you joining Royalq to make money, and there is a difference between taking Royalq as a business. If you just join to make money, you will get excited when you make some profits. I don't know if I'm making sense to someone. You will become too much happy when you make $5, when you make $10, when you make $100, when you make $200. But if you join Royalq as a business, your focus is not on the money, because you understand that at the end of the day you will make the money, but your focus is to provide an efficient service. Give me a 2 in the chat if you are following. So I decided to take Royalq as a business, to treat it like a business, and give it my time, give it my effort, do it like something that for a long term it would change my life. That's why even when the market went down, in times when things were not working out, I never left. I never left. Along this journey for 2 years now and 11 months, soon making 3 years in the business, people have done so many things. People have gone to returns on investment. They have come back. People have done so many things. But I have no problem with them. I understand they came to Royalq to make money. They have not decided to treat Royalq as a business. Now, when you decide to treat Royalq as a business, the first step is to understand how Royalq pays. Now, Royalq pays in two main ways. Those are the two main ways Royalq pays. One, the robot is going to trade for you. If you're using the robot to trade for you, give me one in the chat. If you're using the robot to trade for you, give me one in the chat. That is the first way you make money. The robot is going to trade for you. And I have personally discovered that the robot can trade for me. But when I started Royalq, I don't think I have those pictures. Royalq had a statement that if someone has free money of around $100,000 and they automate their robot, I have a question. Now in Royalq, we have 385 coins. If you automate halfway of those coins, let me say you automate 200 coins, and each coin, let me say, is trading with $500, will you be making money per day? If you pick up 200 coins from Royalq and you put them in an automatic mode, will you be making money per day? You pick up 200 coins and you trade Let me see. If you go in with $500 per coin and you trade 200 coins, that's around $100,000. Will you be making money per day? Now, I decided, me personally, to create an ultimate dream. And I said, I'm going to treat Royalq as a business until I have enough capital to automate my robot and then go and chill in different places. And it's still my dream. I haven't made it come to pass. I don't have $100,000 in my account, but as I speak to you now, I have over $50,000 in my account. And my goal is just to raise a capital of $500,000 into my Binance account and automate it, so that every day, at least I would sleep with not less than $100 for the rest of my life. But I discovered that it will be very hard for me to work somewhere else and have $500,000 as my capital. I have a question, friends. Is it easy to have $500,000 as your capital in your account? Let me know in the chat. Is it easy? Is it easy? Let me know in the chat. No, I'm not here to discuss how to automate your robot. If you want to automate your robot, the answer is simple. Me, I recommend. Me, I'm not here to discuss how to automate your robot. I recommend a minimum of $300. I recommend a minimum of $300 per coin. And you trade either half of the $385 or all of them. And if you want to automate, it's very easy. You create a drop of either 50% or 100%. So you get $300 divided by 100 margin calls. It's very easy. $300, you divide by 100 margin calls. This is not enough. Let me see, $500. So let me say you go $300 divided by 50 margin calls. Your first buying amount will be 6. But this is also, to me, you will not make some good money. Let me say $500 divided by 50. $10 as your first buying amount, and you trade 200 coins. As simple as that. But it is not easy to have $500,000 in your account as your trading capital. It is not easy. So I discovered that I need to find an income source. I need to find an income source. And the best income source is to have other people use the robot as it's making money for them. I have a second question. Is it easy to share with other people about how beautiful this robot is and you have them get started? Is it easy to speak to other people about how good this robot is and have them get started? Thank you, Baluku. It is easy. And what we want to talk about here is, when I say sharing the business, when I decide to share the business, I basically, I don't care what someone says about the business. Okay? It is all about sharing to find those that are open-minded. So before I take you through the compensation plan of Royalq today, I want to start with a story. On our presentation today, we are blessed with a gentleman who recently purchased himself an amazing apartment from the business. He purchased an amazing apartment from the business purely through sharing the business. I saw him get started. He was doing returns on investments and he got issues. He later decided to become legit and take Royalq as an amazing business. I see he's on the call and I would like to hijack him He opens our session today with his story, and then I take you through the compensation plan, because I believe that if you could listen to different success stories that are in the business, and now you make a decision, when I come to take you through a few things of the compensation plan, I believe that most of you will basically love it. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me ask him to unmute and see if we could be able to share with us, because I see he's on the call here with us today. Okay, so he's here. So let me welcome him. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me welcome a gentleman. He is a V4 by rank. He has been in the business for some time. And I saw him get started. And he has been able to build a very big team. And he has been able to purchase property from the business. Allow me invite Leader Kuris, who's going to share with us why did he take the business seriously, and share with us what are his achievements from the business so far. All right. Okay. Thank you so much, and welcome, Leader Kuris. We are happy to have you this morning with us.
Yes, a very good morning, good afternoon. Today, let me come on camera. So many people don't recognize me because I always not in camera. So I'm at home. I embraced the business and I'm working from home, as you see. So this is my first house that I built from Royalq using Royalq money. It is 100% Royalq money. I don't do any other business. I'm doing Royalq full time. My name is Sembacha Chris from Uganda. I'm one of the leaders that you are working with in this very wonderful opportunity. So I joined Royalq in 2021. I joined Royalq in 2021 after being invited. Someone is saying that I'm not seen. Is it seriously? I don't think so. So I joined this industry of network marketing in 2016. That's when I started doing online businesses. Before joining online businesses, I was a hawker. I was selling t-shirts. I was selling in Owino here. I was selling in Owino. Then time came, I involved with some friends. They took me to West Nile areas, Koboko, Arua, Lila, Jumani, Moyo. Then I entered the Sudan. Sometimes I went to Congo. Someone is saying, true, leader. There is a leader called Mire here. She knows me very well. She saw me in those areas when I was selling t-shirts. So I was a hawker of t-shirts. Then time came, I saw these guys of AIM Global. They came, young men and women, putting on suits. They looked money. So I looked at the situation that I was in. Imagine moving with clothes, moving with clothes alongside the way. And sometimes you don't know where will you find your potential customer to buy for you. You move. And then by the time you have left your customer in the city, when you are coming back, now the person buys from you in the city. Now you say, why did I move that long distance instead of staying here? So that's what had happened to me. So I saw those guys, they looked money, putting on suits, they smell good. And I looked at the situation I was in. I joined AIM Global in 2016. I didn't have money to get started, but as a youth who was working, I had a laptop. I sold my laptop to raise money to get started in AIM Global. Now, I worked with AIM Global for 2 years, up to 2018. Now, from 2018, things were not working on well. I was tired of the life that I was in. We were putting on suits, trying to represent something to the public that we have money, but in the actual sense, we didn't have money. Imagine putting on a suit and you are moving on foot. Well dressed, yeah? Disguising that you have money, yet you don't have money. You know, you are moving on foot. You cannot afford a meal of 10,000. You get it? You are in a suit. You are moving down, 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 down. Yeah, that's where you are eating from. Hmm? And we were deceiving people that we had money because of putting on a suit. Someone said that sometimes we needed to cover our poverty in suits. you cover your poverty in suits. People think that you have money, yet you don't have what? Money. And opportunities used to pass on us because people looked at us in the public and they thought we have money. We have made it all in life. That's what has happened. So when they raised the money for starting in AIM Global, I changed the company from AIM Global. I joined Chaimol. Chaimol was an e-commerce platform. We used to recruit people into that company, but it was a return on investment. Return on investment companies gave me experience. You know, when Chaimol closed out and the people were looking for us to return their money back, we even had cases at the police. Can you imagine? We had cases at the police. People got our photos. And they posted them on Facebook. They wrote words like Kampala watchdogs. Kampala watchdogs. If you see them, just report immediately to the nearby police. That was Chaimol. From then, I got an experience never and never to work again with a company called Return on Investment. You know, that's why whenever I'm starting my business presentation, I always tell people, are you tired of running from your friends simply because you made them join a company and the company closed out? Are you tired of being on the run? Because if a company closes out and you have been a key figure, expect people to report cases at the police, and the police will always look for you to make sure that you return their money. So that was my experience. The company closed out. People were looking for us. Some of the leaders who were in those companies, they fled to Dubai. Some went to Dubai, others went to Qatar, others entered Sudan, others went to Congo. But me, I stayed at home for 2 months without moving. 2 months without moving. I had to change my line. My number, I had to change it for security purposes because people used to call us. Even if you hide, we are looking for you. We shall get you on phone. So for security purposes, I had to throw away my old line. Can you imagine? Because of a company. Because people think that if you are a leader in a company, you are the CEO or you are the owner of the company. Are we together? So that is when I realized that the police officers in Uganda can do their job. You know, when you don't have any crime, you will say that the police does not do its work. But if you were involved in a crime, that's when you realize that the police is doing its work due to the pressure that you will always feel into yourself. So after the company being closed out, I was in a single confused house, confused room. The curtain was the one dividing the bedroom and the sitting room. There in Masaja Salama Road. I know I know some people know that place. That's where I was living. You get it? So I was very hungry. Rent was always on my neck because I was not working. I was used to online businesses. And the business that I was working with, or the company that I was working with, it disappeared. So I had that fear of joining another company. Now I stayed at home without food, hiding myself. So when I was there, there came another company called it was called Easy Global Mall. Easy Global Mall had a friend called Sheikh Chironde. Sheikh Chironde was my friend and he invited me. It was owned by a guy from Nigeria. So that guy gave us free accounts. He gave us free accounts. He told us that for you are leaders, let me give you free accounts to work, to promote the business within your country. So he gave us free accounts. But the company did the same. Time came when we could not withdraw our money. You make a withdraw, and the withdrawal takes 24 hours or 48 hours pending without being approved. So the guy gave us headache. That's when now I got a call from leader Julius. He called me for 2 hours. You know, when you have a poverty mindset, he called me and told me, my brother, there is an opportunity here. There is a robot. There is a robot that can trade for you and you make money. I said, there is a robot, cryptocurrency. So he shared his account when he had made $15,000. $15,000. That's about 35 millions Ugandan shillings. Then I was like, 15,000. He shared his account again after 3 days when he has added $3,000 on his 15,000, and he had made a total of $18,000 from the business. I said, 3 days, you have made $3,000. I told him I'm in. But the friend that I was near, Sheikh Chironde told me, you are entering crypto. Do you know why? The reason is why the word crypto starts with the word cry. So it was like the word crypto starts with the word cry. So he told me, you are going to cry into crypto. That's what he told me. He told me you are going to cry into crypto. The word crypto starts with 3 letters, cry. So you will cry in crypto. I told him, I trust my instincts. I feel that this is the business for me. That's what I told him. And he never joined crypto. Though I tried as much as possible to introduce the business to him and teach him how the business works. I started my journey. But even before starting the journey, I never had money to get started. This is frank. I told the leader Julius, I don't have the money to get started. He was like, let me give you $100 to get started. But even he never trusted me. How? Because I was in a poverty situation, he never gave me the money on my Binance account. What he did was to tell me, give me your wallet address of Royalq and the login details, so that when I deposit money there, I will activate the robot by myself. You know, when you are giving an opportunity to someone who is poor, sometimes we look at the money that they have given us, and then we may withdraw the money and go use it for something else. Because I was hungry. For sure, I was hungry. And the rent was on my neck. So he activated the robot for me. After activating the robot for me, He didn't give me trading capital. He didn't give me trading capital, but he activated the robot for me and he gave me a link. The robot gave me a link to share with my friends. So after that, it took me like 3 days. I created a WhatsApp group where I started teaching people about Royalq. By the time I got a person who joined my business first. That person was from Italy, and the guy was called Jubilee. The guy was called Jubilee. He was my first downline to join this business. Since then, I have never looked back. Since then, I have never looked back. Up to where I am right now. I am a celebrated V4, a senior icon of this business, and I've made it through sharing the opportunity. I have helped so many people to achieve their dreams through this wonderful opportunity of cryptocurrency trading using Royalq. Someone is saying, I'm proud of you, sir. Dennis from Dubai. He's one of my downline. I've helped so many people. I've helped people buy land, people purchase house holdings, motorcycles, cars in my team. I personally, for the time I've been into the business, that is about 2 years and 6 and 5 months, around there. 2 years and 5 months. I've bought properties. I've bought land. The house that I am in right now, the house that I am in, it was my second achievement after the land that I bought. Then I bought another. Let me share the screen. Let me share my screen here and show you the house that I bought recently using Royalq money, because I'm doing the business full time. Friends, I am doing the business full time. Let no one deceive you. I don't own a shop. I don't own a boutique. I don't own a restaurant. I don't own anything physical that I'm doing. I am doing the business full time. When I wake up, I talk to people, I share my business with them, people join, I make money through team building. So this was, I bought a land with a title. I bought a land with a title. So this is the sketch map of, of the title. For those ones who know, it is a titled land. And I paid the cash. That is the house. You get it? That's the house. I paid the cash without any debit. 68 millions Ugandan shillings. Cash down. So no one is demanding me. You get it? That's the house. That's the house. Very big. You get it? But the money is from Royalq. So what do you want to achieve from this business? That's the question. What do you want to achieve from this business? And why did you join the business? I know so many people got started in the business, but you are not doing the business. Those are two different things. Starting and doing the business are two different things. Whatever you want to achieve in this business, we have already achieved it. What does it mean? It is possible. If you see people doing the things that you want to do, it means it is possible to do them. It is possible to do them. So that is it. That's the house. You know, some people, when we post these things, they think that, you went to someone's house and then you took photos for the case of promoting the business and maybe motivating people. No. You get it? This is the chairman writing the agreement, the sales agreement. I took photos. You get it? So this is not for the sake of motivating or inspiring people. No, we have done the things. In the same business that you are saying it is not working. So to me, I always say, let me return to the camera. To me, I always say, if the profits that you get from trading do not make you happy, then you should switch to another way of making money. That is through team building. I've made close to 142 millions Ugandan shillings. That is about $35,000 in just 2 years and 5 months. In this same business that you are saying is not working. So why is it that other people are succeeding and others are not succeeding in the same business that you are not doing? Ask yourself that question in the mind. Have I done what is necessary for me to make the money? Have you done what is required for you to make the money? Ask yourself that question before you complain. Because if the business is not paying you enough, and then let's not get excited over small profit that you make. I've seen people trading with $50 and the person makes $1 as profit and then the person is okay. Me, $1 is enough for me. It's enough for me. If I get $2, then enough for me. By the end of the year, can you correct that money and buy a plot of 20 millions or 10 millions? If not, please, there is another way of making money from the business. Some people quote us wrong. I'm not saying that in sharing the business, it is the only way of making money. You can trade using the robot if you have your trading capital. But if you don't have trading capital, please shout as much as you can about your business and you will make the money. We are sharing the business simply because we want to accumulate more trading capital. Me, if I have $50,000 as my trading capital or $100,000 as my trading capital, on a daily basis, I can make $1,000 as profit. So you have to be with that burning desire. What motivates you? What inspires you? Why did you join Royalq? It should not be about money alone. When you do it for money, by the end of the day, when you go into floating loss, you are going to become frustrated. You get it? Look at that beautiful daughter that you have. Look at that beautiful son that you have. Look at that beautiful wife that you have at home. Look at your family background. Do you want to change your family legacy? The house I have, I'm telling you this is the fact. I went with one of my fathers to buy the house. But the house I have, in the family, they don't have it. Even my grandfather did not build such kind of a house. That means I have created a legacy in my family. My aunties and other fathers, they don't own such a kind of a house. This is the fact. He told me, this house that you have, is very big. Even your grandfather didn't build that house. I know the house which is in our village. I know it very well. Mine is bigger. He even went ahead and told me that even your father who died, my brother, that we said he had money, he never built such a kind of a house. Are you seeing? So, why did you join the business? Why did you join the business? Don't do it for money alone. Look at things that are going to inspire you, that are going to motivate you besides making money. Me, even when I don't make money in a day, I stay here because I didn't join the business for money alone. There is a life that I want to change. You get it? Look at that beautiful daughter of yours, the son, the family background, the wife you have. What kind of life do you want to be in? That's all. That's all. Otherwise, if you do it for money, when you go into floating loss 1 month, you will keep on crying. But when you look at your daughter, say, my daughter, the life. So I want her to go to nice schools. There is these children of elite school coming with a chopper, helicopter, from. You may want that life. Your children to be in that life so that they can be on the news everywhere. They make news everywhere.
Wow, 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 wow. What an amazing sharing we have had from our leader. Could you drop some love heart, some thumbs up? Yes, some loves up, some thumbs up from Mr. Kuris from Uganda. Congratulations. I saw him get started, and I believe he deserves some thumbs up. He has been able to turn $100 to over $35,000. Now, for him, I don't know what he will sell as in his story. Will he say he turned zero money? Zero money. It's zero money. But that's just a joke. Congratulations, my brother. For the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. A lot of money is here. I usually say that I don't know the ultimate success anybody can have, but I grade myself to what I call my excellency. People ask me, why don't you stop working? My level of excellency. At first, I had a goal of making $1 million a day. I discovered making $1 million Uganda shillings a day is very normal. And if I don't make it, that is not good. Then I discovered that it is possible to make $10,000 a month. So I set up a goal and I said, I want to make $10,000 a month. Then I said, I want to measure my ultimate success at 100 million Ugandan shillings a month. I discovered that is also possible, which is around close to $30,000 a month. Now, I will say that I'm successful when I can be able to make $1 million every single month. So that's my ultimate level of excellency. So I want you also to set your ultimate level of excellency. But that's not why we are here. We want to thank you, sir, for sharing your story. We'll appreciate. I want to dive into my short presentation. I'm going to just keep it very short. Very short. I'm going to keep it very, very short. I'm just going to keep it very, very short, friends. Very, very short. I'm just going to take a few of your minutes and then take you through the compensation plan of Royalq. The simple nuggets that you need to look at. How do rewards come into your account? Where do they come from? You have seen that we have had people who have been able to make some money from the business. And so I want also to share with you, how do those rewards come in? Okay. How do those rewards come in, and how you can be able to basically be able to have those rewards yourself and be able to make it big time. So allow me share my screen like I've already done, and then drastically take you through the compensation plan of Royalq. Okay, the compensation plan of Royalq, and I will keep it as short as possible to make sure that we all be able to see. Okay, now this is the overview of the compensation plan of Royalq. It has sixth rank. Okay, Royalq has sixth rank. Royalq compensation plan has only sixth rank. And we have ranks from V1, who we call a junior broker, V2, who we call a middle broker, V3, who we call an advanced broker, V4, who we call a senior broker, V5, who we call a team partner, and V6, a global partner. In the crypto ambassadors, we call V1 a junior icon, V2 a middle icon, V3, we call him an advanced icon, V4 a senior icon, V5 a team partner, and V6 a global partner. So there are conditions that must be met for someone to move from one rank to another. And for you to become a junior broker, you just need to activate your robot. Now, the big question usually comes in here. What are the benefits? What are the benefits of someone becoming a V1? When you are V1, when you tap on your personal link and you share it with someone, when you tap on your personal link and share it with someone, you earn 30 USDT. 30 USDT. But you stop here? No. Remember, guys, that is what we call robot activation, direct. On everybody you bring, whenever they trade, and that's where the business is, the robot is entitled to 20% of their profit. To 20% of their profit. 20% of their profit. Ladies and gentlemen. So it means that if you make $100, Royalq is entitled to 20% of $100. To 20% of $100. $20 of $100. So it means that when someone makes $100, all the $100 go to their account in Binance. But on that 100, Royalq will charge them 20%, which is $20. Now, on that $20 as the V1, you will get 20% of $20, which means that whenever someone makes $100, $4 are yours. So if someone makes $1,000, $40 are yours. I don't know if I've made sense. Now let's go to the second rank. The second rank is a V2. How do you become a V2? Or how do you become a middle icon? How do you become a middle broker? Any you want to call the names is okay. You need 3 directs. You need to share personally your link to 3 people. And not only this, you need to work with the 3 and have a total of 20 people in your team. So you could bring the 20 by yourself, or work with the 3 to have a total of 20 people. What are your benefits? Immediately when you become a V2, your link gains more value. Now, whenever you share your link, you make 40 USDT. You don't stop here. On the 20% that the Royalq charges this person, now you'll earn 30% of the 20%, which means whenever they make $100, they are charged $20, and on the $20, you get $6. But you don't stop here. As a V2, the people not brought by you up to infinity, that's very important. The people brought by you up to infinity. Whenever they bring anyone, you start getting the popcorns, $10, $10, $10, $10, $10, $10, up to infinity. But you don't stop here. No. Whenever they trade, you'll start getting what we call team quantification. You start getting team quantification. You start getting team quantification. Team quantification. Whenever they trade. So you get 30% from the people brought by you. You get $10 from the people not brought by you whenever someone brings someone. You also get 10% when the people they bring trade. That's powerful, guys. Now let's go to V3. How do you become a V3? 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 Now you had brought 3 people. Now on the 3, just add on 2 and they become 5. Help 3 people in your team from different lines. So you introduce 1, 2, and 3. Now those lines, anybody under them should become a V2 and have a total of 100 people in your team. Once this is done, you become a V3. Boom. Whenever you share your personal link, you make 50 USDT. That's powerful, friends. And the people you have brought personally, whenever they trade, you earn 40%. So they are charged $20, and on every $20, you earn $8. Let me say they make $100. You make $8 whenever they make $100 in profit. Now, this is the beauty. From a person who coming from a V1 line, you make 20 USDT. From the person that is coming from a V2 line, not brought by you, you make 10 USDT. Now, anybody who joins under the V1 line that has no V2, you make 20%. You make 20%. That is $4 whenever they make $100. And you make $2 whenever they make $100 from people brought by others. And if you get a V3, you are not supposed to earn on a V3, but Royalq says on the total gas fees he has collected from his team, if he has made $1,000, 10% of $1,000 is yours. This is the insane income. Insane income. Now, if you think about quitting Royalq, me, I would advise you one thing. At least become a V2. At least, if you are still thinking about it, at least become a V4. At least. At least become a V4. Why? Because for you to become a V4, you had brought 5 people. Add on 3, let them be 8. Add on 3, let them be 8. Add on 3, let them be 8. Now help the V2 to become V3 like you. The numbers don't matter. You no longer need 300 because every person to be a V3, it needs 100 people. So if you have 3 V3s, you have 300 people. When you share your link, you will make 60 USDT. And the people you brought in the business, whenever now this person makes $100, they are charged $20. They are charged $20. They are charged $20. Whenever they make 100 USDT, they are charged $20. Now on this $20, $10 is yours. On this $20, on this $20, $10. On this $20, $10 is yours. Can you imagine? Can you imagine, friends? That is the power of a V4. Now, from a line that is coming from a V1, you make 30 USDT to whoever joins under them. Until they become V2, now you earn 20. Until they become V3, now you earn 10. Now, remember, they're also trading. You earn 30% from the V1 line, 20% from the V2 line, 10% from the V3 line. But once you now have a V4 like you are not supposed to earn from them. But what happens? Royalq still pays you 1.5 USDT from anybody who's joining under the V4, maximum money. But also, on the total gas fees they have collected, 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 on the total gas fees they have collected. Can you imagine? Royalq will give 10%. If I'm a V4 and I make $1,000, 10% will be yours as a V4. Now let's go to V5. How do you become a V5? On the 8 add-on 4. On the 8 add-on 4. On the 8 add-on 4, they become 12. Just create 3 V4s. And you become a V5. Anybody you bring personally, 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 you make $65. You bring $65. Anybody you bring personally, but you don't stop here. Anybody you bring, they get charged 55%. So once they get charged 20%, on that 20%, you receive 55%. If a V4 was getting $10, whenever someone makes $100, you will get more than that. From the V1 line, you earn $35. From a V2 line, $5. From a V3 line, you earn $15. From a V4 line, you earn 5 USDT. The same side goes the other side. When it comes to gas fees, you collect 35% from a V1 line, 25% from the V2 line, 15% from a V3 line, 5% from a V4 line. Once you have a V5 in your team, you're not supposed to earn on them, but you still earn 1.5 USDT on every activation up to infinity. Whatever activation happens in their team. And you still earn 10% on the total gas fees they have collected. Now, we are going to the last rank, V6. You need to have 20 direct since you started. So you had 12, add on 8. Those are 8 new lines. You had 12, add on 8. Those are 8 new lines. So every line you earn $40. First, you earn 70 for bringing the 8 new lines. But you still earn $40 to whoever they will bring up to infinity. When they become V2, $30 up to whoever they will bring. When they become V3, $20. They become V4, $10. They become V5, $5. And also the gas fees from the people they bring, 40% on V1, 30% on V2, 20% on V3, 10% on V4, 5% on V5. Whoever is brought in that V6 line is team, you earn 1 USDT. You don't stop here. You earn 10% on the total gas fees they have collected. You don't stop here. Royalq says it will give you 2 additional rewards. One is called the daily activated global dividend. Every day, on every activation done worldwide, Royalq puts aside 10 USDT to be shared among the V6. It doesn't stop here. It doesn't stop here. Royalq says every month, on the total gas fees it has collected, it will put aside 10% and share it among the V6. Now let's take an example of these rewards. Let me say, this is your V6. And under you, line A becomes a V6. He has 2 V6 under him. Line 2 becomes a V6. He has 3 V6 under him. Line 3 becomes a V6 and he has 2 V6 under him. Now for you, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 10 V6s under your team. It means that on the share, you will be getting an additional share. You know, the more V6s you have, the more shares you will get from the total share. Ladies and gentlemen, this is superb. It is superb income. But once you become a V6, I've personally seen some rewards of V6s. I'll just share one recently. Let me share with you one recently. Let me share one with you. Let me share with you one. This is one of the rewards of V6. Look, the guy is just a V6. But on the 1st of April, if you can see my screen here, on the 1st of April, I'm also going to get that of May. On the 1st of April, he made 2,321 USDT free money because you became a V6. Imagine, guys, you become a V6, and every month you are entitled to a certain amount of money. Imagine you become a V6, but every month you are entitled to a certain amount of money as a salary. As a salary. Hey, That is how powerful. That is how powerful. That is how powerful the Royalq compensation plan is. Ladies and gentlemen, I know I have taken much of your time, but I have a question. Who has seen a business worth their efforts? Let me know. If you have seen a business worth your effort, give me one in the chat. If you have seen a business worth your effort, that once you put effort here, you'll be rewarded, give me one in the chat. Give me one in the chat. Beautiful. Beautiful friends. I just wish you a nice day. See you on our next calls. Mr. Dennis, send me a message. You are adding people to a wrong leaders group. You need to add them to our new leaders group. So send me a message. Let me share with you my results. And you tell me if this is worth your efforts. Let me share with you my results. Let me share. I hope I'm on the right account. Let me share with you my results. Okay. And you see, if you decide to share this business, this is my asset. I only have $19 on this account. But today in the morning, I took off 678. The other day I took off 178. The other day I took off 340. The other day 317, 355. So withdrawing is not the issue. Money usually withdraws. So let me now just get to this reward details. Imagine, guys, look at this income. Look at this income. Look at this income, friends. Is this good money? This is a three-figure account. We are working so hard to get it to 4 figures, get it to 4 figures. We are working hard to move to a 4 figures. That's our goal now. We want to get it to 5 figures until it becomes 6-figure income. Yes. So you write 21610. So we want to turn it to 6 figures. We are now on 4. So we want to make sure that when we write 2160, 4 figures, guys, we are about to get there. We are about to get there. 4 figures. We are now on a 3-figure income. Consistently 3 figures. 3 figures income. 3 figures income. But we have seen in the past where the market, because the market was good, we have seen 4 figures before. So we are aspiring to keep it 4 figures income. Then when we stabilize 4 figures income, we go to 5 figures income. When we stabilize 5 figures income, we enter 6 figures income. When we stabilize 6 figures income, then we go to 7 figures income. To 7 figures income. Until, ladies and gentlemen, we shall be able to make this income longer than my telephone number. I want to make money from Royalq until the money I'm making is longer than my telephone number. So that when I write my telephone number, it is shorter than the money we make per day from Royalq. So the goal is big. So we want to make money until the money we make, the figure is longer than the telephone number. Longer than the telephone number. I see someone posting scams on our group. Leaders, please help this person to take some water. I see someone posting returns on investment on our group. Leaders, could you help that person take some water? Okay. So I want to wish you a nice day. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day. I'm going to share this compensation plan on the different groups and be able to tomorrow is a Wednesday. Join on Thursday, same link. Our leader will be here to tell you where do you find people, how do you get people to speak to about the business. My role was just to share the compensation plan of Royalq, but join on Thursday. Then they share with you where you can use your social media platforms to share the opportunity.